Well, hello guys, it's me again. I'm here with a quick update on my last video. So as you can probably see, I already settled my second village, which is a 15 cropper with unfortunately only 100% always bonus, but it's good enough. I can't complain since I got it just so late on the server. And as you can see, I already started leveling up my resource tiles. If it were up to me, I would not have leveled up the iron, wood, or what's this in English? Is it coal? No, clay. I would not have leveled up those three because it's not really worth it on a 15 cropper since it's just so insignificant, the production that it gives you. I would only have leveled up the crop fields since I use NPC trading. I will try not to use as much NPC trading this server because otherwise it gets really expensive over time with the amount of gold you have to use. But I will NPC trade until I have, I don't know, 2k crop production or something, and then I'll just build up a bunch of club swingers and start farming everywhere. This will be, in fact, my hammer village, probably. But, and you may be wondering, why would I build club swingers instead of axemen in my hammer village, since axemen are by far better late game troops than the club swingers. And that the reason for that is the fact that I would like to go for an artifact this server, and even though clubs have a worse AD crop consumption ratio than X-Men since they consume one crop and have only 40 AD, they have a way better AD over training time ratio. So in a short period of time, you will get more offensive points by building club swingers than by building axemen, and crop consumption is not really that big of a problem in the early game. So that's the reason why. I am still thinking whether I want to do this as my, to use this one as my hammer village, or whether I want to use something else for my hammer where I can only build axemen, TKs, rams, and catapults. But I will probably use a capital hammer this server because non-capital hammers, even though they can be much more powerful, they require a lot of time and attention. So because you don't have your troops can't flee in a non-capital hammer, you have to pay attention to incoming attacks. And what else can I show you? Yeah, the inside of the village, it's I only built what's necessary. The granary I built up so I don't have to NPC trade as often. The warehouse I also built up. You always want to have 3 times almost as much granary as warehouse space. The marketplace I built so that I can NPC trade, of course, and the barracks I built so I can start building up some troops for raiding, even though it's too insignificant a number now. The main building I'm building up so I can build my embassy and my palace and make this to my capital, because I think that makes your adventures to start spawning in the near of your capital. That's what I'm hoping, because now I have 9-hour distance time to every adventure, and that's not so nice, but it's also not terrible. It's not something I'm worrying about right now. And what else? You also can see this village. I am still building up the resource tiles here. I am already building my town hall to start throwing parties and start raising that CP points. As you can see, I have my gladiator helm so I can start building those CP points, because I think the third village is almost almost as important as the second village to get quickly. Later on, it's not that important, fourth or fifth village, but the second and third village, especially if you settle far away, are very, very important in my opinion. So you can start supporting this city, this village, and don't have to NPC trade as often. And what else can I show you? I can show you these statistics. Last week I was around 900, so you can see not 900, but here we can see I got up like 163 ranks this week, and that's just because as I have my new computer, I can play much more actively and grow a little faster. I didn't raid very much, but much more than last week. I believe since I started playing on a computer, which was 3 or 4 days ago, I rated 15k resources, which is really not much. But as I said, I wasn't really focusing on that. I may start doing it at some point in the server because I think farming is, it's not essential, but it's a really big boost. And I might start doing that later on when I get my third village, which will probably be this one, as Teutons require a lot of wood to build their troops, and it has also a wooden crop oasis nearby, so I will probably choose that one unless there's something better here. But no, I think this one is the best by far. So yeah, I'll probably choose that one. And my alliance did not change much. With my sitter, I am still, she's still helping me out a lot. We have some stuff we have different opinions about, like how to grow a 15 cropper, but it's nothing too terrible. And the other thing is, I still don't know what specialization to give this village. The spears and the TKs, they were all gotten by adventure, so it's not like I'm building those already. But I don't know if I want to make this to a farming village with purely clubs, or if I want to make this to a secondary hammer village to have a hammer more centered in the middle of the server of the map. So I'm still debating on that, whether I should build clubs or axes. But I don't know. There's not much more info, not much more that I can say now. I am still not sure how often I will upload videos. I will be uploading at least once a week, and these two uploads were a little faster because I will also upload in case there's something important that's changed, like a second village, or I don't know if I'll make a special video for the third one, or I don't even think I am going to get the third one in this next week. I don't know. But yeah, you will be getting a video next week for sure. And I also want to make League of Legends videos because I really enjoyed playing that game too. But the thing is, I just moved to Europe from Latin America, and yeah, I can't. I could play in Europe on the Latin American servers, but it's not really worth it since I have like 400 ms, like ping, and that's not really enjoyable. So I will migrate my account to the European servers to be able to play and make some gameplay videos about it. But until then, you will only be getting Travian videos. So that's it for this time. I have to give a shout out to the only person who left a like on my last video at the time of me doing this one. So thank you very much. That makes me feel really good about myself, even though it's only one and I only have one subscriber and I think 10 views. That makes me feel very good. So it motivates me to keep on making these videos, and I hope you enjoy them. So until next time, and yeah, see you later.